Mike Pappagallo, shares of Brixmor and the rest of the real estate sector have been fairly flat year to date. So how would you sum up the commercial real estate space so far heading into the summer?
In the public real estate arena, yes, shares have been flat, and I think that reflects more than anything concerns about interest rate increases. From a performance perspective, REITs are quite solid, and if you look at it compared to the private real estate market, the fundamentals are very strong. So from our perspective, we think that the REIT shares will improve once there's more clarity on the interest rate movements.
Are you able to raise rents? Because one would think with an improving economy, and everyone keeps saying that it's improving, you'd be able to raise rents.
Clearly, it's a good time for landlords. The fundamentals are very strong in the sense that quality supply is at a premium these days. There hasn't been much development at all over the past few years. In fact, the amount of development deliveries for shopping centers is off 90% from the height of the last cycle. So with that in mind, quality space at a premium, most landlords are able to raise rents because of that absence of supply.
And we've seen small shop occupancy rise in the first quarter. How is it trending for the second quarter into the summer?
When we look at our small shop occupancy, we grew over 130 basis points year over year. We're at 83.2% at the end of March. We've got more room to run. And an important contributor to that increase and potential increase in small shop occupancy will be our anchor space repositioning. That serves as the catalyst to bringing in small shop tenants at both accretive rents as well as filling up vacant spaces.
Can you talk more about the transition of the anchor space in the shopping mall arena? Because a lot of the big players, your JCPenney's, your Sears, your Kmart's, they're going away, and the mall operators, they got to fill those spots. So how are you doing it?
Yeah, in our case, we've got a program, we call it Raising the Bar. And essentially it works on a very simple premise, that if we can attract high quality, best-in-class anchors, that will drive more foot traffic, increase sales, and it'll serve again as a catalyst for small shop occupancy and lease up. We've been able, over the past 4 years, to attract over 300 new anchor leases in our portfolio, and that's helped in over 200 of our centers to increase small shop occupancy by about 400 basis points. The demand is there, the supply is tight, and what we're focused on are all of the essential type uses, whether it's food and restaurants, whether it's discount apparel, whether it's services, medical. That's where really a lot of the demand is coming from, and when you match it up with very tight supply, we're able to fill those boxes.
Are you attracting any online operators that are moving towards brick and mortar stores? Because we hear about this happening, but is this a real thing going on, or is this just a 1 or 2 shot deal?
At this point, it's more the exception, not the norm. What you're seeing an increasing focus on from the traditional retailers is more of that omni-channel activity, where they're using e-commerce, they're bringing things together to try and get increasing share of the customer's wallet, use it for marketing, use it for fulfillment. But in most cases, what we're seeing is that the store is still the focal point for most retailers, and that's really where the action is happening.
I also keep hearing that the action is happening in the mall with a lot of attractions, that mall operators, they want to bring people to the mall and make it a day for the family with entertainment in the mall. So is this causing you to spend more to upgrade your malls to provide those attractions?
Yeah, in our case, because we're dealing with primarily community and neighborhood centers, and we're focused on essential goods and services, the most important thing for us to have is an attractive place to shop, the right merchandising mix, the right group of tenants that work together cohesively. So if you have those best-in-class retailers, you've got a safe place to shop, you've got a clean look, an attractive and appealing center, that's generally what carries the day. But for us, the most important thing is to have the best-in-class retailer who is driving the most traffic and driving those sales through the center.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching The Street.